What's up, people? Welcome back to the channel. The the YCS is over. Everything is kind of like settled in, so I wanted to go ahead and just go and do get into the market watch. It's Friday. That's usually what happens. We do the market watch around here. If you like what's going on, please feel free to like and subscribe. If not, it's all good. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I do want to make a quick announcement that this weekend I will be dropping the video for the giveaway. I don't want to give out like too much too much in in information, but I will be dropping the video this weekend that has all the rules and and everything. The only thing you really need to know is that as long as you are subscribed to to this channel and then you comment on the video that I released this weekend, you will pretty much be entered into the into the giveaway. I'm gonna probably have it going on for a week, and then I will mention it on my videos. That way, everyone who comes on will will know that it's going on. So yeah, that's something to look out for. That's gonna be more this this weekend. I don't have everything 100% to together because I'm still kind of going back and forth whether I want it to be the original prize, which was going to be the Ash Blossom, or if I want to do the TCG. Oh my god, I don't know if I want to do a gift card for TCG player. I've been having a very hard time for some reason pronouncing this. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I wanted to do either a gift card to the website or I wanted to do an actual Ash Blossom. But it is very much going to depend on depending on kind of my feelings at getting closer to the to the weekend. So without further ado, sorry about the long intro. Let's go and get into it. Salesman is a very interesting card that I I talked about it earlier where I had a lot of uh, interest in the card. The main thing I liked about it was when people were using it to essentially not to negate the negative effects of Mystic Mine. I was thinking about that. I'm like that was actually a very interesting way to use that card. And I kind of thought that that was gonna be the way that this card becomes really broken. And now that's kind of not that's kind of not that's not the case anymore. It was $1.50 and it shot up. But the reason why it's kind of going up, you got them here for like 4.45. So it's pretty much you get check your live plays right here for like almost $5. They do have a couple right here near mints for like the 40, yeah, for like 42. So essentially it's like a $5 card. These ones right here in the $4 range. But like this card's kind of essentially going for like pretty much at the $5 range. But the reason why it's going up is for its intended use, which is pretty much taking out a card that you don't want to deal with. Like if you're playing Castira, you don't want to deal with Nibiru. You activate this card and you just don't run Nib. If you're playing branded and you don't want to get ashed, you just don't run ash and then you play this card. It's essentially for decks that have that one card that just kills them, and it's crazy because it's like this is like a in like when it's used in this way, it's like a better version of cross out designator, because it's like cross out designator was pretty much used to negate common hand traps in the meta, and with sales ban it essentially does that, but instead of having to waste a slot in your deck to run to run whatever hand trap that you want to stop, you could just run this one card and then you can negate anything, and you don't have to worry about you not running like the certain card that you might because like if you want to stop Ash, then you have Ash Blossom, but if they hit you with Imperm, you don't have Imperm, then your Cross-Out Designator is useless, and then Sales Ban would be better in that situation. But Cross-Out Designator is a quick play, so it does have the benefit of being a quick play. This is not a quick play. Yeah, so it's pretty. It depends on the situation. Like if you want to stop Maxi, you know you'd probably want to cross out designator because you are most likely gonna have you're most likely gonna have Maxi, and then your opponent because you Maxi at any time. But if you want to stop a card like Nibiru, you're essentially you're only gonna get nibbed on your turn. So you could essentially activate this at the beginning of your turn and just go ahead and not have to worry about nib for for that turn and set your board, and then after you have the board, especially if you're playing cashier, you're pretty much set. So this card right here is pretty much going up for its intended use, which is the opposite for what I thought it was gonna go up for. I just kind of thought that was funny. Artifact Lancia, I released a video yesterday talking about like 5 cards to use in the format, and at the end of the thing I mentioned how I liked I chose Chaos Hunter. I did have Artifact Lancia. Someone in the comments mentioned that and Lancia would have been a better choice. I did have Lancia as an option, but I decided just to go with Chaos Hunter because it was the more least. It was like the more like least known option. Like I guess like I kind of felt like if you were already looking for options to stop people from banishing, the first thing you would do is go for Artifact Lancia, and then you would probably think of Chaos Hunter as like an afterthought. So I just kind of wanted to bring Chaos Hunter into people's minds, kind of like, hey, this is the card that exists, especially because like Lancia is like a hand trap that works just in certain situations and only on your opponent's turn, if I'm not mistaken. And if you have Chaos Hunter, it's just like a non-stop floodgate. And I understand that like people have like board breakers, so that would kind of like make it a little harder. But I guess like there's a benefit for playing both. But you get a lot of really affordable versions. You got the like the ones from Dude right here. These are pretty cheap. You get them the 99 cents, like 140, well 146. You're gonna get them for like $1.50 or $2 cards. But the real like the ones that are worth real money are the secret rares. They're worth a pretty good amount of change. Near mints, they pretty much like $12, $12 all the way across the board, and it just really makes sense. These look really nice. I used to have a set of these, but I ended up selling them because and like so, sometimes you have these really nice cards when they're cheap, but then when they go up, you're like, well, I'm just gonna swap these out for ultras and just get rid of them. So yeah, that's I got rid of these like a while ago when they're kind of in the sevens. But yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. Like banishing has been like very much more of like a key strategy in Yu-Gi-Oh. So as long as banishing goes up, cards like Lancia go up. Also, Imperial Iron Wall. I've noticed that like a lot of like the holographic versions. So you have the super rare right here. Super rare, yeah, from OP01. Oh yeah, wow, I didn't even know it came super rare there. But these, yeah, like 380, 398. From like a $4 card right here for like a near mint. And then if you want the ultra rare from Legendary's collection, this is from the Joey's World. This is me like going pretty high. But you got it right here, near mint 789, $7. So like just like I said, you got the Cashier, you got the Runic, you got two really good decks that are just gonna always be trying to. There you go. Sorry about that, guys. I completely just I do not pay attention to like charging my things sometimes. But yeah, like you got things like Imperial Iron Wall that are just really that are like really good against like I guess it's for decks that need more time to like develop their strategy. Like not all decks could just drop a hand trap real quick like Lancia and just blow the water, just like just blow the deck out the water and say, okay, can't do this for one turn, and then I'll do my stuff. Like they need a little more time. So this is just something that just like a little bit better. Same thing over here because I got the Chaos Hunter right here. I pulled the Chaos Hunter up, but a lot of versions. Looks like you got the common ones right here. I'll just choose a common real quick. The common ones, they kind of were up and then they dipped down. Now they're kind of going back up. Like it's literally people understanding that this is a floodgate type effect, and just having a floodgate type effect is like sometimes harder to deal with because like maybe you need to save your like monster negate or like your infinite permanence. You want to save it to negate something else, but then you have this chaos hunter on the board. So it's like sometimes people go in like ready to side deck against back row. So a lot of times they'll be like, okay, I'm gonna run a whole bunch of back row hate, and then you come in with Chaos Hunter, and then they kind of get caught off guard. They're like, wow, it's like I kind of came in with a little more spell and trap card removal than monster removal, and then you end up kind of taking advantage of it that way. So just kind of keep in mind that a lot of the commons, even the rare versions, everything, they're starting to kind of slowly go up. Even the ultra from Magnificent Mavens, this one actually starting to become some, it was worth 50 cents. Now it's kind of shooting up. It was a little higher, but now it's starting to come down. But this is really good right here. 175. I might kind of look for them and start picking these out. Evenly matched from the structure deck. I'm just going to go over this one by itself. I think this is a really good buy right now. There's a whole bunch of copies on the market, and I feel once it drops, a lot of people are kind of going to put these up. And if these go to $3, I would not hesitate to start buying this, especially if you do not have your set. Just buy this. Go ahead and invest in at least a set of these because this is such a good card, and this right here is like the ultimate form of removal. Like especially if you play like if you like if you don't mind, giving up that battle phase like this, it just, man, one of the best cards, like ever printed. And I'm really gonna be watching this price right here, because if these things drop to the where I want them, I'm just gonna buy a lot of copies, because I really do believe in this card's just coming, just it's good in the meta right now, but every once in a while it becomes the card you need, and like when that happens, I want to have a lot of copies of this card. Triples Tactics Thrust. This card right here, I very much was like, this card is too expensive, blah, blah, blah. And it did have its crash, like when when the card got released, and it did go even lower. But now it's starting to see another rise. And to be honest, like I very much understand. I see a lot of people like using it. It gets you key cards, and yeah, that's just it. Like I kind of assumed it wasn't gonna hit this. It wasn't going to kind of stabilize at this price. I thought it was going to be a little lower in the 50 to 60 range. But no, this thing's 72, 73, 74, $75. And you know what? This very much warrants its price. Like, this is a very good card. And I very much underestimated how much use it was going to have. But that's, that's kind of how it goes. We're going to see where this card goes. It is lower. It is lower than where it was. But it's also still higher than what I predicted it would be. Naturia Bamboo Shoot. I was going through. I forgot what card I was looking for. That started with with the N, and I just started going through my stuff, and I'm like, wow, why do I have all these just Naturia cards? And I know they were like hype a while ago, and I'm like, what the heck? I just found a whole bunch. I just found a whole bunch in my freaking bulk, and I sold them. I already sold them a couple days ago, but this right here, I was just very like, it kind of like got me very interested in like a couple of these cards. You got this one, which I remember. This attribute summon by, let's see, well, this card may friends and feel your opponent cannot activate spell or trap cards. So this thing pretty much prevents your opponent from activating spell or trap cards. This is just the ultra rare. It does have an ultimate rare, and that one's like, I think that one's like in the 30s right now. But this thing right here, if you get a near mint unlimited, it's 10, 1033, $12 for a near mint first. So like this, I was very surprised on how much this card was. I ended up finding one, like I found one of these, and I was just like blown away. Like, wow, I can't believe it's this much. At the same time, I also found a couple of these sunflowers. Totally forgot that these things were worth actual money. So if you have these are still worth, they're still worth like one something. Yeah, you got heavily played, but near mints, moderately played. All right, so you get the light plates here for $2. Like three. The supers, right? Yeah, the super rares, about $3 if you have them light play. But a lot of times they're not light play. Like these are very old cards. People didn't care about them, so you find a lot of them mod play. But even moderately played, you still get a good price for them. This right here was just kind of a cool find. And another thing that I noticed is that every single version both Naturia, Barkion, and Beast are worth good money. So you have like this one right here. We're not even gonna look at it. Ultra rare, is super high. But you have the secret rare right here, $6. Let's see what we got here. Damage $6. Damage first dead. Damage first dead. Once you get to the near mints and the light plays, near mint unlimited 15, 17, $18. We only got 2 pages of this right here. Near mint $20. Near mint first edition. So you're pretty much paying $20 for a near mint first edition. Wow. These are the secret rares. This is actually the secret rare. Yeah, secret rare. This is the original secret rare version. $20 for an original first ed copy. But what's cool is that like there are budget versions. You don't have to sit there and spend all that money. You got these right here. You got near mid first eds for one. I'm dumb. 273, 275, 290. So pretty much like $3. So like if you just we got the budget rares, right? The budget versions, the budget rarities, whatever you call them. You also got the golds. I think this is in a situation where the card's so good that it doesn't matter. Yeah, light played first at $3. You're pretty much paying the same price. So this is a situation where it doesn't matter what version you're looking for. If it's ugly, if it's not, you are pretty much paying that price. And the last card I want to talk about, which I was surprised at, is Naturia Barkion. I didn't know that Barkion was actually worth any more than maybe like 50 cents or something, because like I mean, like it is true you can't use it to stop evenly matched, so that's kind of like really awesome. But you're most likely to just have deal with spell cards, and even if they evenly match you, you'll just go ahead and keep the freaking beast anyway. So it was kind of a weird. It was, oh, man. It was just this weird like. I didn't think it was gonna be worth anything more than like like 50 cents. Like I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to say here. I guess like I'm trying to like overestimate how like how surprised I really was. But but like it really I really do get like this surprised sometimes because sometimes like I have no like I just like have no thoughts of like these cards on why they should be this price. But then like slowly you're like okay, like I get it. So then it's like you find a card, you find out it's worth money, and you're like, oh, what why is it worth money? Then the more you find out, the less excited, the less you care. You're like, okay, now it starts to make sense, and that's kind of like pretty much the deal right here. It's three. It's just yeah, damage first steady. Okay, 324, 343. Three, yeah, like so pretty much like in like the $3 to $4 range, and that's for like the gold version right there. And then you got the ultra rare, kind of the same thing. It's probably gonna like actually been going up. Let's see, $5. So you're like, okay, it's only got $5 for the ultra rare, which it isn't bad. Original secret rare. Let's see, 6 7s. So like if well, there's only one page of them. So like if you want it, you get this light plate right here for 12 with the shipping, and you're first at 14 15. So yeah, like once these are going, this would be an interesting one to start buying. Actually, just maybe kind of just get all this together. And the last one I want to look at was this is the Haunted Mine of the gold rare version, but this was the gold rare was really high, and then it kind of shot all the way back down. Moderate play, damage, mods, light play limited for $11. Light play limited. Let's see, it's just skip 2. No, light play limited. First edition. First edition. No, no first editions yet. No, last page. There are just well, there's no first editions. There's only okay, limited. I'm dumb. I'm limited. Near mint limited. Oh my god. I'm sorry guys. I was not paying attention. For some I kept reading it as unlimited. I kept going hard. No, this is a limited edition. I'm dumb. I was over here thinking, I was like, there is no first editions. No, bro. First edition doesn't even exist. Oh well, guys. Sorry about that. We went on a wild goose chase for a version of this card that doesn't even exist. But that's kind of how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you just find these cards and you just get super into it, and then you just get lost in all the sauce. That's that. Yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it, guys. I thought I had a huge announcement. Just also wanted to say that I do have the giveaway going on. So if you wanna participate, please feel free to like and subscribe. The giveaway is gonna be free. You just have to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment on the on the video that's gonna come out this weekend. I'll be I'll be announcing it more and letting everyone know throughout next week to make sure that make sure people know about it, all that. If not, it's all good. Until next time, peace out, and I'll catch you in the next one.